Guys, good morning. Happy Saturday here. It's Daryl. It's bright and early, 7 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I did not know that there was another CPAC meeting, Conservative Political Action Conference happening in Dallas, Texas right now. I think it was right. I think it's still going on. Wow. On my community page, reportedly there's a 7-point plan that's going around this conference. That's talking about getting Trump reinstalled, not in years, but in days. Wow. Like I said, it's on my community page. You can read all 7 points. I'm going to go over that briefly. I'm going to talk about 3 things here, basically. Matt Schlapp, I think I'm trying to really pronounce his name, was on Chris Cuomo. He's the chairman for the Conservative Political Action Committee, and he got his butt handed to him on Chris Cuomo's show. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about Madison Cawthorne. You want to talk about whining exaggeration. Again, I cannot believe that these are the people that call people like me snowflakes. Wow. All right, let's get right into it. Like I said, all the links are down below. The first one, at this political action committee, there's this 7-point plan going around that will supposedly reinstall Trump in days. And it starts off by saying, expose Nancy Pelosi for who she is, so she melts like the wicked witch of the West. It says this, really. And this is their plan to do this, all right? And part of that is by switching the black congressional committee, flipping them over to their side. That means flipping Maxine Waters over to Donald Trump's side. This is part of their plan, okay? And that's going to give them some kind of majority, and then they're going to install Donald Trump as Speaker of the House. Okay, because they need, I think it's 60%. They're going to need 14 Democrats in order to do all that, to do some of this, and that's part of this, getting the black congressional. I forgot what it's called, the Black Congressional Party or Conference, the group of black lawmakers, to switch sides, which I don't see that happening. All right. And, okay, then, once Trump is Speaker of the House, they're going to impeach both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, right? And here's the little thing, though. They can't do it. Apparently, they think they could impeach them both together, like a group plan or something. Can't do that. See, here's the problem with that plan, is once they impeach one, the Democrats then have the right to, of course, replace that person, whether it's Biden or Kamala Harris. And it's just going to keep going back and forth. They impeach one, it gets replaced. They impeach another one, they get replaced. But in their head, they're going to impeach both Biden and Kamala Harris in one shot, which can't be done. And it goes on. Here's this point too. This is just a little problem with their whole idea. But they insist that Donald Trump's still president, right? They're calling the president and vice president, Harris and Biden, they're calling them imposters in this 7-point plan. And they're saying that Donald Trump is still president. The only problem with that, if they insist Donald Trump is still president, he can't be Speaker of the House. Can't be both. So it's just another little flaw in their genius idea here. You guys got to read this. I don't know if it's scary or funny or both, really. I can't believe grown people are really supporting stuff like this. All right, next, like I said, links down below. Matt Schlapp. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm honestly trying to pronounce it like it's spelled. Schlapp. Schlapp. All right. Supposedly he's the chairman of this Conservative Political Action Conference, and he was on Chris Cuomo, and in my opinion, he got his butt handed to him. He was on there, and he was insisting, he was talking about fraud, all right? And there were several times where Chris Cuomo was asking him about fraud, and then Matt Schlapp said, even you are bringing up fraud, and Chris Cuomo said, I'm just, obviously he was just questioning Matt Schlapp on his his claims of fraud, but that's just a minor part of it. Matt Schlapp was saying that, now this has been debunked, that signatures weren't verified in Arizona and Georgia, I believe. And this has been debunked. I think in Georgia they were checked 2 or 3 times by machine and by hand count. They've been verified. Matt Schlapp saying they weren't verified, which is a lie, and that right there is fraud. No, even if the signatures weren't verified, does not make them fraudulent. Just even if they weren't verified, which they were. All of a sudden, supposedly, he's making 2 false claims. First of all, that they weren't verified, and then suddenly, if they weren't verified, that somehow makes them fraudulent. That if they weren't checked. It doesn't make any sense. Then, this is the best part. Matt Schlapp goes on to insist that he's being canceled, that CNN will not have him on. The only problem with that, as Chris Cuomo pointed out, Chris Cuomo goes, "Where do you think you are right now, brother?" I forgot what he said. The Cuomo, was it Cuomo NN or CNN? It was, Matt got his ass handed to him. Yeah. He claims that, he's not allowed on CNN while he was being interviewed on CNN. All right. Now, on to Madison Cawthorne. He was at this political action conference in Dallas. Again, the Biden administration, there's a whole mess of fear-mongering going on now. Trump supporters everywhere. Oh, my God, they're sending people door to door to force us. They're going to lock us in our homes if we don't get vaccinated. I can't believe this fear-mongering and just complete lies. Biden administration trying to get the truth, the facts out about COVID, about vaccinations. Dr. Fauci, who I believe, being the top virologist in the world, I tend to believe him, says that 99% of the deaths now are with people that haven't been vaccinated. Hey, I was vaccinated, 6 months ago? I'm healthy. I'm working. I'm doing 100 pull-ups right now. Yeah, I haven't mutated. My genes haven't spliced off. I haven't started sprouting tree limbs or anything, But, so the Biden administration is trying to get the truth out there, going door to door in these areas, trying to keep Americans healthy and prosperous, to live long, healthy lives and reproduce. The American dream, right? They're not insisting anybody gets vaccinated. They just want handing out some information. Look, these are the facts. Don't believe this nonsense that people like Matt Schlapp or these other people are putting out there about, genes being sliced and all this other nonsense. I hope YouTube understands what I'm saying here. All right, so Madison Cawthorne is at this political action committee now, or conference now, saying that the next thing they're going to do, they're going to come knocking on your door and they're going to take your Bibles and your guns. So we go from informing people on the health and efficacy of the vaccine, trying to keep Americans healthy. Seriously, that's what they're trying to do. Keep Americans healthy, trying to get our economy rolling again, get people out there back hugging their families, life again normal. Get people vaccinated so we can get back to a normal life. Here's the facts. Thanks. Thank you for talking to me. Here's some information. Think about it. That's it. Madison Cawthorne flips that around. Oh my God, they're going to take your Bibles. They're going to lock you in your house. I can't believe grown people actually subscribe to this. Grown people actually consider this valid. Seriously. I've also read some other people. I think they're called. I'm hesitant to even mention their names. I think it was like the people that did the Proud Boy Summer thing or something like that. Apparently now they're showing up at CPAC, trying to pull the Republicans, or cucks as they call them, or rhinos, trying to pull them more into the extreme side. And apparently they're showing up at this political action committee our conference in Dallas too. So we got a whole carnival going on down in Dallas. All right, all the links will be down below. Check it out. You guys have a great Saturday.